to handle customer complaints about your local business, part 1. Hi, my name is Eddie. I've been doing business online since 1996. I started and built several web properties, growing one of them to 8 digits turnover in just 5 years with zero advertising spend. Today, I offer training and consulting services for companies or individuals looking to establish their own presence online or want to take their business to the next level. I employ the coach, consult, and train method, which are hugely popular with many business owners. If we have the opportunity to work together, feel free to contact me. My contact information is available at the end of this presentation. Would you be interested in knowing how to get up to 250% more conversion to your website with one simple 10-minute strategy? If you are interested, scan the QR code on the screen. Alternatively, you can pause the video, use the URL on the screen to set up a 10-minute Zoom session with me. If you prefer to communicate via email, my email address is hey@edditeo.com. That is HEY@EDDIETEO.com. Okay, interesting topic to get today. We are going to talk about how to handle customer complaints about your local business because it's quite a lengthy presentation. I broke down the video into two. So today will be part 1. So here's what we are going to cover in today's presentation. How to handle customer complaints about your local business. What are customer complaints? What are customers most likely to complain about? What do customers typically complain about? Slow customer service, out of stock inventory or unavailable services, low quality or defective products or services. So these are the things that we are going to cover today. So customer complaints are actually a reality of running any business. While receiving negative feedback can be unpleasant, it is essential for us to make making noticeable improvements to our company and holding on to our customers. One way you can mitigate the sting when people take time out of the day to complain about your services, product or services, is to acknowledge them. Yes, you acknowledge them. When they feel heard, more likely they will go away happy, even not satisfied with what was in response to what we have said to them, or respond to them. Okay, in the best case scenario, your customers may even have a more positive view of your business after a complaint is resolved than before they even had an issue. So what are customer complaints? There's always a chance that a customer can be disappointed with the product or service delivered, even if it matches your expectations. So that can lead to customer complaints and to unhappy customers overall. Customer complaints demonstrates that there is a mismatch between the product or service rendered and the customer's initial expectations. So when complaints are one-off occurrences or mistakes, they can be interpreted as negative feedback, and the relationship between the business and customers can usually be salvaged. Okay, so when there are consistent trends, they need to be addressed at a more fundamental level. Okay, so these conflicts in expectations and results can be associated with several reasons. Okay, unreasonable expectations that are hard to meet. Occasionally, customers have a long list of demands that are difficult for any business to meet. They may have unreasonable expectations regarding pricing, the level of service, or they may have misunderstood the product's purpose. So, scenarios that are outside your control, sometimes things can go wrong and they have nothing to do with your business or your offerings. Misleading marketing around the business offering. Sometimes businesses misrepresent their products or services through their marketing and social media campaigns, and customers may feel that they have invested in an offer that didn't meet their expectation. Operational failures. Sometimes businesses may have a great product or service, but fall down when it comes to the fulfillment part. This can happen when businesses that don't fully train their employees. Where are customers most likely to complain? Okay, so depending on your business model and location, customers may have multiple options for lodging a complaint. So customers' feedback can appear in two different ways, the public and the private ways. So naturally, if you are providing channels for private negative feedback, you're more likely than not to be able to handle these issues outside of the public eye. In fact, this is highly recommended. You should have a channel for private feedback, whether it's negative or positive. So if it's negative, you tend to be able to address those concerns first before it becomes public. So here are some ways, some of the top ways customers usually choose to complain. Frontline staff. If you own a customer-facing business, your customers may be more likely to complain in person to the staff member who happens to be on duty. So here are some, surveys. If you send out regular customer satisfaction surveys, they may use it as an opportunity to share complaints about your business or offers. Online reviews. Sometimes dissatisfied customers will use third-party review sites for complaining about your business. If you do receive online negative reviews, remember it's really important to acknowledge the feedback and be empathetic. If they do it by phone or email, they can also do it by phone or email. Businesses that provide a more personalized service or to a smaller group of customers may receive more complaints directly to the phone lines or through email. Another way is that social media is becoming more common for customers to leave comments and reviews on businesses' social media profiles. It's critical to have a policy in place because social media is so public. Okay, so what do customers typically complain about? Okay, so regardless of industry, businesses will be met with some form of customer complaint at one point or another. It's impossible to make everybody happy. So whether is it a result of an error you made or due to something they felt was impossible for your customers to overcome, there are certain scenarios that tend to provoke complaints the most. Having an awareness of what your customers typically complain about will not only help you improve your business offerings, but also help your employees prepare for handling common complaints. If you want to save time and make your customers happy, then don't hesitate to collect feedback from them. It takes a little bit of work every day for both the customer and business owner alike in order to avoid confusion in future or conflict. Here are some areas that customers typically complain about and possible solutions to all these complaints. Okay, number one would be the slow customer service. Whether you run a restaurant or a plumbing service business, customers appreciate efficient customer service. Okay, so customers are likely to feel that their time is respected and they don't want to waste any of it on waiting in line or while talking on the phone with your company's team. Okay, long wait times means that your business does not prioritize customers' experience and may be unable to deal with customers efficiently. So here's what you can do: training. Always training. Helping your staff, your own team, understand how to communicate with customers when wait time exceeds expectations can decrease complaints, improve your operations. adjusting the processes, adding staff, being aware of inventory or signage are also good ways to preemptively address potential bottlenecks. Out of stock inventory or unavailable services. So in the world of marketing, an out of stock product or fully booked service is better than a sold one, obviously that. So your business must be doing something right if customers are willing to wait for you without being able to purchase what they want from you from your store. So however, outdated inventory and no available services can make potential clients lose interest in your company quickly. So it's important that these items stay on hand at all times. Customers may keep calling and emailing your business for updates about these unavailable services and products. Okay, ultimately, they may even leave you a negative feedback, either online or in person. So here's what to do. Training your staff to communicate empathetically with customers for the inconvenience is a good start. Setting up realistic expectations by communicating when you next expect to have these products or services available is ideal. So having low quality or defective products or service, okay, all too often people are left disappointed after buying a product that breaks shortly after. When this happens, customer will complain about it. So when customer lodge a legitimate complaint and they don't receive any kind of suitable solution, they may feel doubly frustrated and lodge a second complaint. Here's what to do. Apologize for the slow response and explain to them that the team recognizes the problem and is searching for a suitable solution. Clearly communicate the expected timeline for follow-up communication and the final resolution, and follow it through. Very important. Okay, so thank you for joining me for part 1 on how to handle customer complaints about your local business. I look forward and invite you to join me for part 2 on how to handle customer complaints about your local business. Okay, so if you're interested, here's what we are covering in part 2 about no follow-up. How should local businesses handle complaints? Here's how you can support your employees or your team to properly handle customer complaints. Create a written complaint handling document. Give your staff resources to resolve complaints. Reevaluate how your business handles complaints routinely, and also final thoughts on customers' complaints. Okay, so start working on a list of common complaints your business receives and a list of actions that you would like to take to address these complaints. Get the list prepared and get ready for part 2. So in short, don't just sit there, take action now. Would you be interested in knowing how to get up to 250% more conversion to your website with one simple 10-minute strategy? If you are, set up a 10-minute Zoom session with me, scan the QR code on the screen to do that. Or you can use the URL on the screen. Alternatively, if you prefer, email me at hey@editio.com, hey@editio.com. This presentation is by me. My name is Eddie. Thank you for staying until the end of presentation. You can actually send me a WhatsApp if you want to contact me. Text only, please, at the number on the screen. Or you can email me at the email address on the screen. Again, thank you once again for joining me and staying until the end of the presentation. Till the next one, this is Eddie signing off. Cheers.